This is an important study for melanoma. We know we have good drugs that are very active in stage 4, advanced late melanoma. We're now using these drugs in earlier melanoma, and this particular trial was a trial of what we call neoadjuvant targeted therapy. So what we did is we took patients with early melanoma, but bulky stage 3 melanoma. We gave them 12 weeks of Dabrafenib and Trametinib. Then we resected all their tumour to no evidence of disease at that point. Then they continued on Dabrafenib and Trametinib for another 9 months. But what we found in the first 30 patients, so this is the largest series of patients, they had to be resectable up front. So the surgeon had to be able to say, I can take this out now. Instead of taking it out, though, we gave them drug, then took it out. We found that 50% of those first 30 patients had a complete pathological response. What that means is the pathologist, when they got the tissue specimen, could not find a single cell of melanoma anywhere. And these are patients who had bulky disease. So this is pretty incredible. What we now need to do is see whether that matches with good long-term outcomes, because then you've got the most fantastic platform to look at new modern therapies, doublets, triplets of these immune therapies, and correlate the complete pathological response with whether you will take the drug further. And you can do it in 10 patients. Look at 2 drugs together and say, wow, this has given a complete pathological rate of 60%. This is worth developing further. So you get tissue, you can look at why patients don't get a complete pathological response in the tissue, what are the resistance mechanisms. It just speeds up the whole drug development field. So it's a pretty important study on 2 levels. 1, showing that you can achieve a complete pathological response. Number 2, showing us that this is a great model to explore drug therapies. The key message would be the neoadjuvant approach is a new way of dealing with melanoma. We've only done it in small numbers. If you have bulky stage 3 melanoma and you have an opportunity to participate in a clinical trial of neoadjuvant therapy, it's worthwhile. It's not recommended standard treatment at this point in time, but it's something that will help the field in the next 3 to 5 years in determining which combinations of immune therapies for which patients.